If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question, what are the problems introverts face when they fall in love? Answer by Karan Varma. I feel extremely qualified to answer this question. First things first, I searched for her on Quora and didn't find her, but just in case I'm gonna keep her identity private. Psych, I'm gonna post her picture and SSN below. Psych to my previous psych. There's this girl I work with. She's drop dead beautiful and compassionate and smart. It'd be the understatement of the century to say I'm smitten. Problems. Since we're talking about introversion, I'll focus on problem 1 and 4. One issue I have to overcome is that my natural instinct is not to talk too much, or anything I deem unnecessary. I need to talk to her more so that I can accumulate enough XP to buy her love. There have been so many times when I wanted to talk to her but instead I shied away. It's extra hard since there are almost always other people around. The thing with us introverts is that we need prolonged exposure for someone to get to truly know us. We have a long fuse. Problem 4 is the worst. I literally cannot get her out of my head. You know how when you wake up, your mind turns on first and then your eyes open? The second my brain turns on, before my eyes can even open, her name shoots through my brain. The rest of the day is a battle trying to focus on work while she invades my thoughts. Sometimes I feel like I dream because I doubt whether I'll be able to make it a reality. In short, you crush hard, secretly, and your quiet nature either slows down or hinders you from courting him/her. The alchemist said that if you want something bad enough the whole world will conspire to help you get it. I'm hoping Hess right. #BraveFur. Current. Answer by Simon Fielding. I found the whole experience of dating extremely exhausting and I was drained afterwards. Trying to think of questions to ask before the date, because I want to be interesting. Being attentive and listen carefully, is to make the right impression. It is too hard when you don't even know if the person will like you at the end of the date. To work around this, I turned to online dating. I could write letters and take as much time as I needed to write them. I could communicate at my own pace, as often as I felt. I didn't have any luck though with UK dating sites. After sending over 100 letters, I probably only got 5 or 6 replies. Oh no! It was around this time that I went to Ukraine to learn Russian, officially. While there, I decided to sign up to a Ukrainian and Russian dating site. I wrote a couple of letters and all the girls responded. Even the girl that I really wanted to hear from, she wrote to me after a couple of days. We communicated with each other through letters only for a few weeks. We took it slow. Then we started introducing Skype calls to each other. This became more and more frequent until we were talking almost every day. Finally, after 6 months, we decided to meet. As an introvert, my natural instinct kicked in at the moment I met her. I didn't know what to say. I was starstruck. It already started to fall for her and at that moment I didn't know what to do or say. Luckily, there was someone with us who whispered to me about the flowers that I'd bought for her. It was enough to kick the mental plan they'd prepared into action and I was okay. We went for lunch and had a great time. We've talked about our first meeting since and it is a bit funny now. She thought I was a bit weird in the moment, but quickly saw that I was a nice guy who was a bit shy and reserved. I think that the right woman will embrace your introvert nature when you are falling in love. Answer by Karthik Opalan. Most introverts are introverts not out of choice, but because of some deep-rooted feeling of inadequacy. Often, they may not even be able to articulate why, but it's just something gnawing away at their confidence. Hence, when they fall in love, there are 2 disaster scenarios. In the first case, their introvertedness means that they will be afraid to discuss their feelings even with friends, since they fear being ridiculed. Keeping their feelings bottled only increases their obsession, as well as their feeling of being a loser. In the second case, they enter the relationship with the feeling of God, I lucked out. This is even more dangerous. They immediately open themselves up to domination by their partner, leading to open disrespect, ridicule and likely a heartless dismissal at a later date. This sort of experience ends up driving them deeper into their shell. The one thing you should always ensure that if you accept being an introvert, let it not be because of some vague sense of inadequacy. None of us is inadequate to be loved. You just have to find the right kind of person, and there are many of those if you look hard enough outside of yourself.